That super sticker is very generous of you, darling. Hold on, I'm on the wrong one. So, it's a hypothetical scenario at this point in time. Just wondering, of course. Based on the details you described, providing a false story to police about hearing the missing children. Hold on. We got to get back for this. Just a sec. We got to get better effects. Yeah, there they all are getting nailed together. There we go. So, potential criminal charges for Janie McKenzie, based on the details I described, providing a false story to police about hearing the missing children, Lily and Jack, who disappeared from a property in Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia on May 2nd, 2025, and are presumed passed and red-rummed in this hypothetical, as well as destroying evidence, cleaning the crime scene, and assisting in disposing of the bodies. These actions could lead to serious charges under Canada's Criminal Code, RSC 1985, citing C46. Note that this is a hypothetical analysis, friends. In reality, the case remains unsolved. Charges would depend on evidence, intent, and prosecutorial discretion. In Nova Scotia, the RCMP investigates and the Public Prosecution Service decides on charges. Penalties vary, but whether the Crown proceeds by indictment or more serious higher max sentences or summary conviction, which is lesser, here's a breakdown of likely charges. First would be public mischief, Section 130 for providing a false story to police. This applies if Janie intentionally misled police by making a false statement. She did. Example, claiming to hear the children playing when she didn't, causing them to enter or continue the investigation based on that lie. In missing persons, murder cases, now you understand why they're not switching labels all over the place all the time. Claiming to hear the children playing when she didn't, causing them to enter or continue an investigation based on that lie. In missing persons, red rum cases, false timelines or witness accounts can divert resources and hinder justice. Some key elements: you must prove intent to mislead and that it caused police action. Should be very easy. Like searching based on her account. The penalty, it's indictable up to 5 years imprisonment and a fine up to $5,000 or up to 6 months in jail if you can't afford it. Why it fits her statement, we'll go on to the next one. The obstructing justice for destroying evidence and cleaning the crime scene. This covers willfully attempting to obstruct, pervert, there's Danny, or defeat the course of justice. That's what Kent and Durwood are doing. They're perverts and they're perverting the course of justice. Or defeat the course of justice, such as destroying or altering or concealing evidence, like cleaning blood, wiping surfaces, or tampering with the scene to remove traces of the children. Subsection 139, Subrule 2 specifically includes acts like disguising or destroying physical evidence. Key elements of this charge: intent to interfere with an investigation or judicial proceeding applies even if no charges were laid yet. It's indictable up to 10 years in prison. Third one for Janie: accessory after the fact to red rum, Section 240, for helping dispose of the bodies. This applies if Janie, knowing red rum had occurred, received, comforted, or assisted the perpetrator or perpetrators in escaping detection, specifically by helping dispose of the bodies. Example, burying, hiding, or transporting them. Section 23 defines accessory after the fact generally, but Section 240 escalates it to red rum. Key elements: knowledge of the principal offense, which is the red rum, providing assistance post-crime, not during, not being the principal offender. Penalty is indictable up to life imprisonment. Same max as the red rum, though sentences are often lower. Fourth charge to Janie: indignity to a dead body for improper handling and disposal of remains. This criminalizes offering indignities. This criminalizes offering indignities to or improperly interfering with a dead human body or remains. For example, mutilating, hiding, disrespectfully disposing of bodies without lawful excuse. The key elements are intentional improper treatment. No need for a red rum connection, but often charged in homicide cover-ups, which is what we're dealing with here. Right, Danny? That's indictable up to 5 years in prison. Additional considerations: aggravating factors. If proven, the vulnerability of child victims could lead to harsher sentences. Multiple charges could be laid concurrently. Defenses: Janie could argue lack of intent, coercion, or that her statements were honest mistakes, like memory issues. Her inconclusive polygraph might be raised, but polygraphs aren't admissible in Canadian courts. RCMP have searched the property extensively, including with drones and dogs, and found no criminal evidence yet. If new proof emerges, like forensics linking her to a cleanup, charges could follow. Well, they didn't search that small, ugly, shitty RV in the driveway 3 times for nothing, did they? See, the way I figure it is that the RCMP can recognize bullshit in real time, and they knew there's something up with this fucking bitch. We're going to start pulling forensics and take everything and swab here and there and everywhere. Take a look through that rat's nest of a RV, and we're going to find something for just such an occasion down the line to hold her to it. I'm going to start with Janie's first statement. It's good to see everybody. Welcome in, friends. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. It helps me out in the algorithm a great deal. Robin Edwards, good to see you this morning. Facts versus Myth. Hello, Shenanigans. Bonnie Randall. Pervert. There's Danny. 100% the children, those kids, unbelievable. Mocking Lily and complaining about Jack. What a witch. Oh my God. She's a gem. Jupo, that's a good question. That's interesting. How squirrely must she have been? In what state was the RV for them to keep going back in? Good question. Probably looked like a goddamn murder scene when you went in there. They probably had to process it all on its own just because of the state of the place. Robin Edwards says that dipshit DT said D's defense lawyer will use his polygraph in court. People told him no, not admissible in Canada. He doesn't listen. It's not admissible in the States either. Mall cop. Oh, what an idiot. That guy is such a spaz. Okay, let's not distract too much from what's going on. Oh my god. Oh shit. I don't smoke cigarettes, asshole. I smoke the dope. There, Durwood. I keep blocking this account. That's one of Durwood's clan's accounts. Are you a chain smoker? Not at all. I smoke chronic nonstop, bitch. That's what you do. Why would they search that trailer, Durwood? What a fucking loser. It's like one of the only ones I keep around. I only time that one out. I banned every other one. But the odd time I like to control them to come in because I know that they have stupid fucking statements to add to the live chat in that sense. That's all they're good for. Now you're under my control. You're under my thumb now, Darren Geddes. Michelle Maybell, I lose brain cells just hearing what this guy says. I'm so glad DT doesn't bother me or entice me to listen. Oh, fuck. Anastasia, Robin, I corrected him about which document Malaya's accusation of Daniel's ABUSE came from. He said that it came from the custody case, and that we know. Oh, you're talking about, sorry. You're talking about that silly bastard. You're Danny Turkey. If Janie was your cellmate, you'd have to off yourself just to get away from that voice. Well, first thing that you do is that you're going to have to beat her down. You're going to have to give it to her. You're going to have to tell her. Your charges include some aggravating factors. It's going to be a real problem. Looks like you're going to need some protection. Since we're so close, why don't you pay me weekly? Why don't you pay me 4 boxes of that spicy kimchi ramen from Commissary to begin with? And I won't let anybody else around here hurt you. Darlene D, yeah. Oh, well, you guys can't stop talking about it. Maybe that's what the trick is to get into the algorithm. You've got to pretend to be so fucking stupid that you get people talking and people outraged, feeling some kind of way at your idiocity. To get them come over here. Now I'm fucking advertising the guy. Holy shit. You see how this works? I would listen. It comes across the camera as he's dumb AF, but it's not being dumb AF. It's being selectively narrow-minded, focused because of a particular underlying reason that has nothing to do with child safety, public safety, or anything rational that we're comparing it to. It's specific to him, and that's all that matters, right? As long as he believes it. But I mean, there's no possible way an individual can be that dumb. It's all on purpose. He's playing an act. He's putting on an act in that sense. Like Don or Dougie Hutton. Or Skeezy likes to sometimes. Helicopter Grandma. AB, as a retired legal assistant, I knew that there are ID numbers to watch court, including Red Rum and SA. I've emailed the court and picked you to try to get the codes for each court. Oh, well, make sure that you send them my way when you get them. ANH says, I can't stand his nonsense. I was expecting so much, then all I saw was his love for DM. Bonnie Randall, DT is rage farming. Thank you for clicks in your opinion. He's being contrarian on purpose. Summing it up. Thank you. I guess that's in a nutshell what I was saying. He's not interested not interested in what's important here. The fact that he's going and collabing with all kinds of other channels is fucking hilarious. And then, like, what he did to Sunny, I didn't even watch any of it, but just watching it from afar, it was kind of interesting. You didn't even have to do that. Sunny would have just glazed you regardless. Who cares? But he had to go and turn on her. Why? Oh, why? To show... It had to have been a gesture to show his new friends Daniel and Janie just how aligned he is with them. How in love he is with them. Oh, Diane, that's so funny. Oh, you just took that away from me. Oh, I'll read it on the screen. I don't watch him, the DT show, but when DM goes to jail, I want to see how he spins that. If something big breaks and DM guilty, how he spins that. Only way halfway train, not third, not second. He can't math map. Listen, I know where you're going with that. In that situation, no matter what, to him, the connection of communication supersedes any sort of logics. That's his key to clicks and views, no matter what. That's his basis, his baseline. And he's keeping that close, guarded, valuable thing. So he doesn't give a shit what he says in front of a microphone for a bunch of people he doesn't care about. It's all about the flow of attention, and no matter what happens, especially knowing that the guy is fucking guilty, pretending that he's not gives you a line of connection from a very important time frame where he's closed everybody else out, and you are the only person really around that he'll give an interview with, he'll talk to, get a statement from, and then all of a sudden he cashes in at those moments in time. So in that sense, I understand what being a contrarian is, but when it comes to children, all hustles aside, this is fair game at this point in time, as far as I'm concerned. You can go after him any point on any third-person shooter game. That's not my thing, right? I like to go and use this place exactly what it's for, to go and talk about the truth in that sense. There's nothing like the Fifth Estate. I'm not doing journalism currently. I'm just talking into a mic, entertaining people, trying to present something that I'd like to listen to. Usually. Although I don't like listening to my own voice. I can, but I like to go unscripted. I like just to talk, right? How come they know specific? I just like to talk. I usually don't talk. I like to get behind a microphone and talk about this. And that's the deception and the lies and the blatant lies that are shocking in the case of Jack and Lily when it comes to Daniel and Janie specifically, with an asterisk beside Durwood's name. In this situation, thinking Durwood is anything but is just your mind playing a trick on you in that sense, trying to really dismiss his nonsense. You don't have to go to the extreme and start accusing him of things that are just not right, or trying to make him look bad or worse than he already does. But I'm talking about the reality of the situation, and that brings me back to Daniel and Janie concocting this master plan to get away with this small conspiracy and covering up what they did to Jack and Lily in this circumstance. You know what, Diane? You know what's interesting about Janie, too? The first thing she did was contradict herself. Think about what it is that she's said to the world. First, she focused on putting the blame back onto the victims and focusing on the sliding door and the sound of it. The preposterousness of the door that they got out of is somehow more important than what happened to Jack and Lily. So for her to put the blame back onto the victim in that order, that sequence, it tells you a lot in her intent, her priorities. The leakage of priorities. But now, where I'm going with, I got myself sidetracked. I'm sorry. I was just telling you about Jack had and was dragged Diane into the whoops. Her contradiction. Excuse me. So what she did from the door was then tell us the first instinct when you hear the kids are missing. What did Janie say? You think that they go into the woods, and she spends hours upon hours and the rest of her time afterwards talking to everybody about how there's no way those kids went into the woods. So the first thing she did was lie to us by saying, when you hear the kids are missing, your instinct is that they went into the woods. Like she's trying to relate to the world. And then immediately she turns around and tells the world how Jack wouldn't walk through the woods. Lily wouldn't walk through the woods. She hated to be dirty. She didn't even like it. They've tried to do it a couple of times and they had to drag them through. I'll just bet you dragged them through. Big indicators. That's just an out-and-out lie. Like, there's no way as an RCMP investigator that they would ever be sitting there and let that go. They would be looking in side-eyeing one another, writing that down in their little notepad, playing it and replaying it again, just like we do. These are the levels of contradiction. These are the things that are interesting. These are the reasons that people need to talk about it. Not that all of a sudden, hey, we're trying to put somebody into a panic and go and call the RCMP and demand all kinds of unrealistic things. That's not the intent. Don't get yourselves worked up. Go get another drink. Maybe have a glass of water. Breathe. They're already on it. But these topics are way more interesting than anything that they're going to talk about on the CBC in their updates. This is a way better way to get your information should you find and come across certain channels and not others. But I'm pretty sure that you're not that stupid. Anyway, it has nothing to do with being stupid. I guess what I was trying to say is mistaking misinformation for not in a situation, although it happens. Helicopter Grandma, 100%, but made sure we all knew that Jackie hated going into the woods and had to drag him. She had to call Lily to wait up. So why look in the woods? It's unbelievable. Yeah, why would she even think about looking in the woods if that